Hey everybody, in today's video I'll be predicting what each Six Flags park will be getting for the 2020 season. I have looked at previous years for parks and overall what would be the best fit for each park, but without no more delay, let's jump right into it. Starting off with Six Flags Magic Mountain. Now they did just get West Coast Racers, and I think they're just going to get some more, like either a flat ride or something. I went with a new generation Enterprise. I think it'd be a great fit because right now they only have the Drop Tower, the Dark Ride, and the Zimperla Giant Discovery, Crazanity. So I think they could use something else. But I think this would be a good fit for the park considering they just got a coaster and they're not very expensive. Moving on, we have one that we already know is going to be coming. That's the Mac Power Splash coming to Six Flags Over Texas. The thing with the Mac Power Splash in Over Texas, it's been predicted for people have been predicting it for a very long time, ever since Pulsar, and I think it's pretty much confirmed that it's coming for 2020 season. So not really much to talk about there. We haven't got a name or a color scheme yet, but I'm gonna assume it's gonna be blue, and some people say this isn't a coaster. I think it's a coaster because it's powered by gravity, and RCDB counts it as a coaster because Pulsar is counted as one. So yeah, that's what I think is coming to Six Flags Over Texas for the 2020 season. Next up, we have Six Flags Great America, and they would have just got Max Force in 2020, so I think they're gonna get a water park expansion, and I think, they might just get like another slide complex or maybe a tube slide, which they don't have a ton of room, but they do have a little bit of room towards the back of the water park, so I think, we can get some sort of, you know, slide complex or like a tube slide or something like what they got in their last water park expansion, but I think this is going to be a great fit considering they just got a huge new coaster. So I think for 2020, Six Flags Great America will be getting a water park expansion. Next up, we have Six Flags Fiesta Texas. I don't predict much is going to happen for the 2020 season because I think they're just going to get some park improvements and the removal of Pandemonium, because for the 2021 season, I predict they're going to get their GCI that they have been needing for a very long time. I think they definitely need this, and they can have it interact with the Quarry Wall and all that like Iron Rattler does in Superman. I think it'd be a great fit, and plus after they got rid of Rattler, they need a brand new wooden coaster, something that's pretty good, and GCI and Six Flags have been working together in past years before, so I think, this would be a great fit for Fiesta Texas. Next up we have Discovery Kingdom. This one is one that's been people have been predicting this for a very long time, but they never got it, and that is an S&S drop tower. I think they really need a drop tower, something like 150 foot. Maybe, I wouldn't say anything like, the Superman Tower of Power or Tower of Steel, whatever you want to say, at Six Flags Over Texas, or, the New England drop tower. Maybe something along the lines of just like a double drop tower, like something like, Scream at Worlds of Fun. I think that's what it's called. But, where it's just two towers, I think that would be a great fit. And plus, it's a very small ride, and Discovery Kingdom has been putting some, like, they have the free spin and the Skywarp. I think, yeah, the Skywarp and the Skyrocket 2 and all that are all fit into such a tiny space. I think they could easily cram this somewhere, maybe next to the free spin, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I think they're gonna get for the 2020 season. Six Flags Great Adventure is one. A lot of people are predicting this is going to come for the 2020 season. And that's a Premier Rides launch coaster, something like West Coast Racers, because they already have a coaster that's focused on the height and the speed and the launch and all that, which is Kingda Ka, which they need something that's more about after the launch, and I think something by Premier Rides would easily fit. Plus, they haven't had a Premier Rides launch coaster, or basically anything that's focused on, the stuff after launch besides, or since Batman and Robin the Chiller. So I think, this would be a great fit for the park. I would predict it would go somewhere around maybe Nitro, maybe behind there by the kids area. I think it could go back there, or maybe towards the front of the park by the parking lot. Either one I think could work. But yeah, that's what I think is coming to Six Flags Great Adventure for 2020. Six Flags St. Louis, my home park. This one I feel like is kind of out there, but I think it is very likely of happening. People say we're going to get a coaster in 2020. I don't think we are. I think we're going to get some park improvements and the removal of Tidal Wave. You know, the shoot to shoot, which is never a popular ride. There's never a wait. And I think what we're going to get for the 2021 season is, so basically in November we're going to see the closure of Tidal Wave. And for 2021, we're going to see an RMC Raptor pop up in that spot. Reason why is because 2021 will be the park's 50th anniversary, and I think we should get it instead of on the 50th anniversary instead of the 49th. I think it would make more sense, and it'll just, yeah, it really would just make more sense, and it'll leave room for time for Tidal Wave to close, because I don't think it's closing this year, and that's the one spot I think it will go in. However, the reason why I choose park improvements and not like a flat ride or something is because the park needs some updating. Like towards like Superman could use maybe some more flowers, maybe some just updated paths. It's kind of worn down, and that especially that area by Excalibur where Pandemonium is, that can use some updating to it. Maybe some more trees and flowers, and just make the paths a lot newer. Repave them. I think that would fit really well, and it would make the park look a lot nicer. Next up, we have La Ronde, which this one's kind of out there, but I think they're going to get an S&S 40 free spin for the 2020 season because they haven't gotten a coaster in a pretty long time. It's been quite a while. I think Goliath was their last one, and they could really use one. Even though La Ronde isn't the greatest park out there, I still think they should get a 40 free spin somewhere. And I think it's going to go where their Intamin stand-up is, because that's been closed for a while, and I just don't think it's going to reopen, so I think it'll go there, and it'll have the Joker theme or the Wonder Woman. I'd rather have Batman, but I just feel like it's going to go with the Joker, mainly because of Batman's right there next to it, so I think that's for La Ronde 2020 season. They're going to get an S&S 40 free spin called the Joker. Six Flags Mexico. They have not had a Zamperla Giant Discovery, and I think they should get one. It would be a fantastic fit for the park. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be the world's tallest, but I still think they should get one. And I'm predicting it'll be called Wonder Woman because of the fact that either that or Harley Quinn Spinsanity, because they already have a Wonder Woman, but I can still see it because this is Six Flags, and yeah, there's two Harley Quinn at over Texas. So yeah, that's 2020 for Six Flags Mexico. Six Flags Over Georgia, I predict that their old Shoot the Chute that has not had water, hasn't been open for a while, I think is going to get removed, and something like Pandemonium from Great Escape and Spinsanity, like from St. Louis, is going to go to, are going to go in that spot. And then I also predict they're going to get something like the Cyborg Cyberspin or the Harley Quinn Spinsanity, and I predict that'll go behind Joker in that. It's kind of like in that building, that theater that isn't in use right now. I think it'll go right there, and it may be indoors. That would be cool, but I doubt it. I think it'll be outdoors, and I predict it'll be called Cyborg Cyberspin because I already have a Harley Quinn. Six Flags New England. This one's very out there. I don't know. This is probably the least likely on this prediction video to happen. That is an S&S Air Launch Coaster. I do think that they're gonna get it at some point because they do need, I guess, another launch coaster because they haven't had one in a long time. And something like by S&S would fit really well because they have like maybe something like Max Force, maybe not as tall or as fast, but something along the lines of it. And I predict it's going to go by the area by Thunderbolt and like the River Quest stuff. I think it's going to go back there because they have some space back there that can easily be used but isn't in use right now. So that's what I think is coming to Six Flags New England for 2020 season. Next up we have Six Flags America. I predict a flat ride package also. Maybe another something like Spinsanity and the Pandemonium from Great Escape. I don't really think they're going to get a coaster because they just got one. Or, a retheme and a repaint and floorless trains on one. And I think they're not going to get, I don't know if they're going to get a thrill ride or anything, but I think they're going to get a family ride package. And I predict they're going to go sort of towards the front of the park. I feel like they should go up there. So that is what's coming to Six Flags America in 2020. Six Flags Darien Lake, I think, is going to get a flat ride like Cyborg Cyberspin. They need, ever since they entered the Six Flags chain, they've gotten a thrill ride, and I think they could use another one. They don't really have a good collection of thrill rides. I think it'll probably go somewhere around where the Starflyer is. I feel like that'd be a good spot for it. And I think this will be a great fit for the park. Great Escape, we know Great Escape isn't really going to get anything for 2020. I just think they're going to get a water park expansion. They usually get family rides or thrill rides or water park expansions. I think this year will be a water park one because they haven't had one in like a couple years, and they like to do one every few years. And I think they're going to go with a like a tube slide complex. I think that'll fit better because I already have a body slide complex showed on the screen, which looks it looks pretty good. I don't think they're gonna need another one, but if they do, I think they could use it. I also think they're gonna go with like maybe some new like a kiddie splash pad, another one because just I feel like just a tube slide complex is just a little isn't enough really. So I think they're gonna go with like a kiddie splash pad and maybe like a new restaurant or something. And Frontier City, they're gonna get a next generation Enterprise. I just feel like they're gonna get it. And ever since the end of the Six Flags chain, they've got family rides, and they just got like a brand new coaster. It was a kiddie coaster, which for some reason everyone forgets about. And I do think that this will be a great fit for the park. And considering that they don't have any thrill rides really, I think they could easily use some new ones. That's it. And here's what every park is getting. There's 4 new coasters: the Mack Power Splash at Six Flags Over Texas, the Premier Rides Launch Coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure, the SNS 40 Free Spin at La Ronde, and the SNS Air Launch Coaster at Six Flags New England. There's 2 water park expansions, one at the Great Escape and Six Flags Great America, 1 drop tower, one for which will go to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, or 3 flat ride packages, not 2. 3 at Six Flags Over Georgia, Six Flags America, and Darien Lake. 2 Next Generation Enterprises, 1 at Six Flags Magic Mountain and Frontier City. A Zamperla Giant Discovery to Six Flags Mexico, and park improvements for Six Flags St. Louis and Fiesta, Texas. Well, that's it for my 2020 predictions for Six Flags. Of course, the announcement video will be coming out on August 29th, which will be in like a week and a couple days. When this will be uploaded, it'll be a week and 1 day, because this actually isn't recorded on the day it'll be uploaded. So yeah, that's really it for all the predictions for 2020. I think these are some realistic predictions. I didn't go all out and say a ton of crazy things for each park. I think these are pretty accurate, and I'd like to see how close they are. Like the video if you enjoyed the video, because yeah, if you enjoyed, just like it. Subscribe for more. Also, hit that notification bell if you want to get notified every time I upload a new video. Of course, the next video that you'll probably see will be the Cedar Fair predictions video, which will come out on Tuesday. Yes, it'll probably be Tuesday. But I'll see you guys next time on Coaster Rant.